She's in this site too. Yeah, we wrote it out.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Rand. I'm the mayor of Nyack, New York. We are here on today's April 23rd, 2026 at 7 p.m. is the regular meeting of the Nyack Board of Trustees. Could you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A couple of quick remarks. I don't think that we've been, we've had a meeting since the last street fair, which was the first street fair of the year. Congratulations to the Chamber of Commerce on a great day, particularly the event with the Key to the City to Pedro Capó, who was just an absolutely delightful man, and could not have been nicer. Performing just wonderfully, but then also saying, taking pictures, shaking hands, signing autographs, just really remarkable. It was a great day. We also want to thank, I want to express my gratitude for everybody who put together the Easter egg hunt in Memorial Park. Yogi did a wonderful job with that, as well as a bunch of his colleagues put together a very nice day for kids. I also wanted to congratulate, and she happens to be in the audience. Dr. Pratt is being honored is it Sunday at the Widows Breakfast? So congratulations to you. You should be honored every other event, all of them. So congratulations to you on that. It's nice to see you here. And I see there's a lot of people here, so we'll keep it. Oh, Yogi, I just was thanking you for the work you did. So thank Yogi as well for the amazing work on the Easter egg. Fun. I'll let the board, if you have any remarks to share, anything you want to.
I just want to remind everybody that Saturday, May 2nd is the Great American Cleanup, Nyack edition from 9 to 12. There's on social media, you could find the QR codes, and you could also come to the YMCA parking lot, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you get to work. We've got a lot of stuff to clean up, and it's a great community event. It's also very fun. And they also give certificates for community work and for community hours. So it's a great event. Hope to see you there.
All right. Thank you, Joe. And also, I just was talking to Andy about something. Did you mention July 3rd? Did you mention
on the agenda?
Oh, we were talking on the agenda. Okay, great. All right. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody here for one of the agenda items that I usually try to move them up just so they don't have to stay through the whole meeting. If we're going to be able to something that we're going to handle quickly, but I don't see anybody like that. I think that so what we will do is we'll go to public comment. I will remind you all that if you are here to comment on an agenda item, you can wait till we get to that point of the agenda, and we do open it up to public comment on the agenda item itself when we get to it, so you can speak while we're talking about the issue rather than talk now and then wait and listen to us talk about it but not be able to join in. So you'll be able to talk about agenda items. But if you have something you'd like to say that is not on the agenda, there's a time now and there's a time at the end of the meeting. If you want to use your time now, that's fine. Do we have a list of names?
We do. We have Diamond the Unicorn.
Do you want to come on now? It's not about an issue on the agenda?
Not about.
Okay, good. Then go ahead.
Hello? Do I need this?
You should use it. People in the back can't really hear you.
Switch.
Got it. Got it? I got it?
Yeah,
I got it?
yeah, it's working.
It's my
Just
first
so that you
time,
know.
my first time speaking at a council hearing. Hi, everyone. I'm Diamond the Unicorn. I live on 9W South. I have my office here in Nyack, and I'm a motorcyclist. And I'm coming to ask for a temporary period, a trial period of free motorcycle parking in the downtown area. Basically, motorcycles take up way less room than cars. You can fit 4 motorcycles in a regular car spot. We feel like charging a motorcycle the same rate as a car is sort of disproportionate. You just don't take up that much space. And it's frankly, I think, a disincentive to riders who would otherwise come here and support our local business. Free parking for motorcycles, on the other hand, could and would attract more motorcycle riders during the week, and consumers for that matter. The median income is like over 60 to 90 grand for motorcycle riders. They're mostly often middle-aged, stable people. And so as the summer riding season comes, we can get more consumers and people subsidizing, patronizing our businesses without additional congestion and traffic. We can even advertise as a motorcycle-friendly village. I would do that in the motorcycle groups that I'm part of. I feel like free motorcycle parking would be a very low-cost incentive to choose Nyack to come to instead of neighboring villages. There's a lot of other municipalities in the country that have already instituted free motorcycle parking. Portland, Maine has 100+ dedicated free motorcycle spots. Cincinnati, Ohio has free, like, 2-wheeler zones where they cite fuel efficiency and space savings. Toronto, Canada exempts motorcycles from meters. Even in New York.
You can fish out.
Oh, okay. Even in New York City, they don't give tickets to motorcycles. You can park on the streets there. And I believe under the revenue impact also would be minimal, because motorcycles represent a very tiny fraction probably of parking revenue anyway. And I believe under the current village code that the parking authority can implement, let's say, a 60-day trial by a resolution. And that's what I'm asking. What I'm asking the board to do is direct the parking authority to implement a 60-day trial period just to see what it's like. Maybe just designate 1 space on a couple of blocks for motorcycles. I would be an advocate.
I think we got thank you because you had emailed me about this, and I said you should bring it to a meeting and bring it up. So here you are. So that's like the quickest turnaround anyone's ever had to bring an idea to me and actually come and bring it to the board. So thank you for doing it. I'm sure we'll look at it. I have your email that I'll circulate around. If you want to send whatever your statement is, if you want to email that to me, I'll email that to the board so they can see it in its entirety and reference it and whatnot.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up.
Roberta?
Good evening. Just state your name for the record.
Good evening. My name is Roberto Garachana from West Haverstraw. Wanted to make a comment. So there are a lot of conflicts going on in the world right now, and some of which might seem to be beyond the scope of what a small municipality should be addressing. But one of the byproducts of these conflicts and subsequent enablers of them is dehumanization. Normal people mourn the loss of life. We mourn because we feel empathy, a feeling that is a result of the shared human experience. In the face of all this atrocity, expressing empathy and keeping in mind that all these victims are people, are human beings, is how we ensure we are never desensitized to these horrific acts and put pressure at all necessary levels to stop them.
Oh, yeah.
While I can't ask the Nyack board to fix all the world's problems, I can ask that you not enable this dehumanization. The board has on multiple occasions made a deliberate choice to express empathy on behalf of the tragic losses of life that occurred to Jewish and Israeli people on October 7th and at the Bondi Beach shooting. These choices show that we consider this community worthy of empathy. Unfortunately, though, this board has also on multiple occasions made the choice to not express empathy to the Arab or Muslim victims around the world. Be it for the 14-year-old Asa al-Nassan, murdered by the Israeli settlers while in school in the West Bank 2 days ago, for the 1 million Lebanese civilians that have been ethnically cleansed from southern Lebanon by the Israeli army since February, nor for the 20-year-old woman assaulted and robbed in New York City last month by a fellow New Yorker who targeted her based on her perceived faith, remarking, "I wonder how many Iranians we killed today." These terrible acts of bigotry and violence can only happen when one group has been made to be seen as less than, when the perpetrators view their victims as subhuman. Here in Rockland, and in Nyack specifically, we are not without blame for this. Every time this board makes the choice not to condemn this kind of violence, we enable this dehumanization of our fellow human beings. With that said, I'm here today to ask that you take a stand against this kind of dehumanization, that you express humanity and empathy to our Muslim brothers and sisters like you do for our Jewish brothers and sisters. I'm asking you to make the choice to defend our shared humanity, even if it's just with your words. It has to start somewhere. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next up,
Justin?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Justin Hong. I'm a Nyack resident and a community organizer, and I'm here today to ask Mayor Rand and the Nyack Board of Trustees to address what appears to be a glaring double standard in the town's public statements on issues of local, national, and international importance. Town officials, some of whom are present here now, have offered statements of sorrow for the lives lost after the attacks at Bondi Beach and Brown University, condemning anti-Semitism and the senseless mass shootings. After the October 7th attacks in 2023, the former mayor put up Israeli flags throughout downtown Nyack. I am not here to contest these statements or expressions of support. I am not here to litigate the history of settler colonialism and genocide, which continues to dominate the lives of people throughout Palestine and the Middle East today. What I am here to do is appeal to your basic humanity and ask that you release a statement expressing sorrow, outrage, and support for all of the Palestinians killed in attacks since October 7th, just as you did on behalf of Israelis killed on October 7th and Jewish Australians killed at Bondi Beach. Since October 7th, over 70,000 Gazans have been killed, the vast majority being women and children. Since October 7th, Palestinian villages and communities throughout the West Bank have been attacked, bulldozed, and literally set aflame by settler lynch mobs, often with the complicity of the IDF. The UN Human Rights Office reports that over 1,000 Palestinians in the West Bank have been killed since October 7th. 1 in 5 have been children. And just this week, 2 Palestinians, one of them a 14-year-old boy, were killed after Israeli religious fundamentalists opened fire on a school in the West Bank. A statement that shows support for all of the Palestinians' lives lost to genocide and the racist state-sanctioned settler violence is long overdue. I ask that Mayor Rand and the Board of Trustees release the statement of support and finally stake out a position on what should be a very basic question. Are Palestinian lives worth the same as others? I hope your answer is yes, and I look forward to reading the statement by this body. Thank you.
thank you.
I apologize if I say it wrong. Rania? Rania, of course, okay.
You want me to do that?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Rania Hattab. I'm from the village of Stony Point. Tuesday, April 21st, 16-year-old Mohammed Majdi al-Jabari was run over and killed by an Israeli settler vehicle in Hebron while riding his bicycle to school. Tuesday, April 21st, in the village of Al-Mughayr in East Ramallah in the West Bank, Aus Hamdi Nassan, age 14, and Marzouk Abu Naim, age 32, were murdered by Israeli settler gunfire. Wednesday, April 22nd, groups of Israeli settlers with backing from the IDF sealed off the perimeter of Deir Dibwan, east of Ramallah, stormed the outskirts, and opened fire on residents in their homes. And in this surge, 29-year-old Oda Atif Oda Awawda was shot in the back and killed. Wednesday, April 22nd, 5 displaced Palestinians, 4 of whom under the age of 20, were murdered when the Beit Lahia project in northern Gaza, where they resided, was targeted by an Israeli-operated drone. Thursday, April 23rd, today, Yusuf Samah, age 15, was shot and killed during a military raid in Nablus city, in the northern region of the West Bank, as the IDF opened fire in the Beit Wazan area. The Palestinian Ministry of Health in Gaza announced yesterday that the ongoing genocide perpetrated by Israel has claimed 72,562 Palestinian lives. And since the ceasefire of October 11, 2025, 786 Palestinians have been murdered by Israeli forces. 2,217 have been injured, and hundreds more have yet to be recovered under the rubble of city after fallen city. When my comrades have spoken before me, and I will speak after, I call on the board to issue a condemnation of the countless human rights violations perpetrated by the IDF and the Israeli settlers against the women, men, and children of Palestine, a very few of which I just briefly recounted. As anti-Jewish actions and stances have been decried by the board in previously issued statements, an equally unshakable stance against anti-Palestinian, anti-Arab, and xenophobic racism should and must be held loudly expressed, so we may progress towards true, well-rounded solidarity against all victims of anti-Semitism. Thank you.
Thank you. Mark? Mark? Pleasure.
Sorry, just a little backroom deal making. I'd like to beg the board's indulgence. I have,
Here, Mike.
just a second, point of protocol. I'd like to beg the board's indulgence. I'm tying my statement, but I may go over about a minute.
I usually let people conclude when they get to the 2 minutes.
Thank you. Mark Geary from the unhappily unincorporated hamlet of South Nyack, now part of Orange Town lamentably. For reasons not unrelated to tonight's remarks, I might add. Unfortunately, many of you may be wondering, what is this all about? How can these geopolitically distant events possibly pertain to Mayberry RFD? And the answer is that this board has been hoisted by its own petard. It actually created this moral dilemma when, as my comrades have pointed out, it issued the various statements of support, solidarity, sorrow, pity it has issued in the past. And when a group of grassroots activists urged the village to pass a resolution merely calling for a ceasefire in 2024, the board demurred, arguing that a little village had no business weighing in on foreign affairs. Unfortunately, it had no such compunctions when it came to issuing full-throated statements about October 7th and Bondi Beach and incalculably Brown University. The former mayor even took it upon himself to drape 9 streets with Israeli flags, a decision deplored by several speakers at a board meeting, including one of whom, Amir Alamir, said he found the flags offensive in the post-October 7th climate, and noting that his daughter had experienced hatred and was called a terrorist at Nyack Middle School. Now, in a private mail to me, one of you conceded this grotesque double standard and vowed to issue a statement centering Palestinian pain if only a suitable catalyst, quote unquote, could be found. The ethnic cleansing of the West Bank is that catalyst. I'm talking about the escalating lynch mob settler violence on the West Bank. Call it what it is racist through and through and colorist through and through, abundantly documented by scholars of Israeli society and the occupied territories. While the world has been distracted by Gaza and now Iran, Israeli security forces and armed settlers have ramped up their attacks on unarmed Palestinians. As major media outlets have verified, and as my comrades have noted, over 1,000 Palestinians have been killed in the West Bank since October 7th. And in this month, a full-fledged ethnic cleansing is now underway, according to the UN. Settler violence now averages 6 attacks a day. More Palestinians have been displaced in the first 3 months of this year than in all of 2025. Now, in theory, condemning murderous race hate, no matter the perpetrator, shouldn't be a heavy lift, especially with this multi-ethnic, multiracial board, and here in liberal Nyack, where a hate has no home flag seems to flutter from every perfectly manicured lawn. I'm calling on the board to issue a forceful statement condemning the murders, the mob violence, and the human rights atrocities committed in the West Bank by Israeli settlers, often with the complicity of the IDF, and deploring with the same vehemence it decries anti-Semitism and decry the anti-Palestinian, anti-Arab, and anti-Muslim bigotry that is on the rise, not just throughout the US, but right here in Rockland County, as my Palestinian, Muslim, and Arab friends have told me. If Israelis' lives matter, so do Palestinian lives. If the board deplores Hamas's war crimes, it must decry the IDF's and those of violent settler bombs. If the board raises its voice and uses its full moral authority, as it should, to condemn anti-Semitism, it must be equally full-throated in its condemnation of anti-Palestinian, anti-Arab, and anti-Muslim hate. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Andre? Andre? Oh.
How you doing?
you.
I'd like to give you guys
Grab the mic and you can bring it up, but grab the mic and speak your name for the record.
Andre Smith. Need to pass the line. How you doing?
Hello.
My name is Andre Smith, and I would like to present Marcus Daniel Community Festival, a walk against cancer. We would start at Nyack Memorial Park. And we would do a 1 mile walk. The walk would start at the park and it would end back at Nyack Memorial Park. The purpose of this walk is to raise money for cancer. We will be donating it to the Nyack Hospital, their cancer center. And when we get back to Nyack Park, we'll have bouncy houses. We have Lolly the Clown. She's gonna come down. We have a DJ, and we're gonna be giving back to school supplies to the children. And we'll also have speakers down there to speak on cancer. I have cancer survivors that would like to come and speak. So the reason for this is basically to promote unity, health education, youth support, and direct community assistance. It brings together can you hear me? It brings together local organizations and residents to strengthen relationships and provide meaningful resources to families. So I'm requesting approval to host the Marcus Daniel Community Festival at Nyack Memorial Park, including permission for an organized community walk and public gathering, setup of tents, tables, and activity stations, distribution of food, supplies, and educational materials, and the use of sound equipment for speakers and announcements.
Okay, thank you. Andy, how much do you have more information about it?
Actually,
What's the route of the walk?
we haven't talked about that. Mr. Smith came to me, he presented a application, which is actually in your packet.
Yeah, I
for
saw
tonight. It's a
that.
discussion item at the end of the agenda.
Yeah.
And on the 16th, there's no conflicts with other events that I'm aware of. That have also gotten permits, so the park seems to be free and clear. And it seems like a doable event to me. The route, I think, as we talked about, would be sidewalk based, walking. We could talk about the best way of doing that logistically. The event seems like
That's a great event. It'd be wonderful. And I should have said that first. I got right to the nuts and bolts, the very unsexy question of whether we do we have to close roads? Do we have the space? Is the park available? Right into the
logistics
weeds.
immediately too.
But it's a great, I love it. Thank you for putting it together. It's the same group that put together the egg hunts,
Correct.
you were involved in that as well.
Correct.
Thank you for that. And also I think is doing the event on Sunday, right? It's some of those same groups that are involved with the event on Sunday. So yeah, why don't anybody have any other thoughts? I mean, it's a little bit of a long, we have to sort of take a part of the park because it's a long event that's gonna be occupying the park, and we try to be careful with giving people semi-exclusive use of the park for a long period of time, but this doesn't seem, it's not outrageous. I would suggest there being a rain date, just simply because let's make sure there's a rain date clear, because we do get crowded on events, in those weeks. But there might be something on the 23rd, that's what I'm trying to check on.
Yeah, we can work on that together.
Okay, because the rain day doesn't have to be necessarily the like Saturday to Saturday, the weekend after, or whatever the 16th is. Why don't we put it on, if nobody has any objection, we have to make him stay till we get to the action item at the end. But we can put on the agenda for next meeting for a resolution and talk about it more in depth then.
Just one note, that is, there's another group that does a back to school sort of books and school supplies distribution that I'd like to put you in touch with. Just because when people are communicating these things, there may be some confusion between events. The other one isn't scheduled yet, to the best of my knowledge, so.
It usually takes place around this time though.
Right.
Does it take place in the park?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, Louis Parker recognized. Former trustee, deputy mayor. You're working together. All right, so they're
Maybe
coordinating.
we could just use the one date. And then this way we can collaborate all together and have everything together rather than taking the two separate dates. Because this is around the same time that NAACP
Right,
would do the back to school event, so.
so this is also the barbecue, the back to school barbecue, right?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be barbecue-ish, but it's all gonna be incorporated in the same day.
Sounds great.
Okay. So, yeah, it's like all conduction, NAACP along with the Tappan Zee Lodge and Los Avios.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do that. The 23rd is free for the rain date. I just like to really double check because there's so many events. I want to make sure, but this seems clear right now.
Good.
So we're gonna get it on the agenda.
we're going to the resolution.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
Public comments.
Dr. Pratt.
They ran, village trustees.
Hello.
We were here.
Let's put the mic back up.
We were here in February, to, do something for Jerry Kaufman, who passed away in December. Jerry was more than just a shopkeeper or pharmacist. He did everything for this village. And, we have, may I have the sign and show them? Now, this sign is actually a little bit larger. It's only gonna be by 15 by 10. We'd like to put this to the building.
On the building that the columns.
Yes, yes. And we were hoping, possibly,
I mean, it's a.
so the actual line is 15 by 10. That's something like, what's it, 17 by?
It's 11 by 17.
That's 11 by 17, but it's 15 by 10. It'll be in bronze and we would attach it to the Copland building.
Okay.
Copland owns the building. Copland.
So whoever owns the building,
Owns the
agree with,
building.
yeah. You're okay, yes, I don't know if they own it or somebody owns it, who's sympathetic.
And would there be a possibility of the village, making a sign for Jerry, maybe a street possibly, or Copland's Way? That was something we would think.
Where we talked about this, and I thought
Yeah,
there
we
was,
did.
I thought there was been progressing, well, no, we had talked about it after the
Oh,
meeting,
okay,
we had
all right.
conversations about it. Wasn't there like some consideration of what street and where could we do this and whatnot?
I put some thought into it.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
do we have to,
The closest place to Copland's is Park Street on the corner there. So maybe we can put a sign there saying Copland Way.
that'd be on the same side of the street, yep, got it.
Is it by the other pharmacy? Where's?
Yeah, right next to it.
So that's right next to McMahon's,
Mm-hmm.
right?
There's no street closer?
Well, Park is the next street up, it's then Park and then Bridge.
I thought, what about the street? What about the one across the street where?
The Cedar, it already has a, it already
Cedar
has a
is
name,
Rotary
Rotary
Way.
Way.
No.
And the Main Street sign there is Rosa Parks Boulevard.
Got it, got it.
Yeah.
I
I was also thinking possibly, if there's a problem finding a location, there's a light pump, thing, maybe hanging a sign there, Copland's Way, right in front of the store. That could be a possibility.
Well, it probably wouldn't be a street sign, then it'd be something
No,
else, because it would confuse people if there was a street sign there. But here's what I'll say, we are committed to doing something to recognize and honor, he was a great man. He deserves that, I think this is a wonderful tribute that you're gonna have.
Right.
I think we have to at least have a conversation with Manny and the planning board about whether there's any issues with putting sign up, a plaque on the building. Plaques get put up all the time, yeah.
Care Levesque has agreed to do whatever paperwork is necessary to.
Oh, I just want to, thank you, that's good, I'm glad that Kier's a good guy, and I'm glad he would agree to do that, I just want to find out whether we have any legal problems with approving a plaque on a bill, yeah, you own the building, so it's certainly not a problem with that, it's just there are sign rules, and it's not.
The
I was
ARB.
gonna say, given that our building.
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah,
while you're
it's here, maybe.
Manny, is there any problem, we put this on, it'd be about a little bigger than this, or a little differently sized?
Smaller.
It's actually smaller, okay, so about this size, attached to a building as a memorial plaque. Obviously not an advertising sign, it's not, does it implicate any sign rules?
Anyhow, if I live in flat, maybe I'm gonna do it without a permit, or be anything larger than that, then it's gonna be.
We might need a permit, but he says Kier will get the permit, but do you see it as something that would be permitted if a permit was applied for? Okay, well then we don't have a problem, then it's paperwork, but not a substantive
Let's give this back.
issue.
Yeah.
I wanna make sure you get all that.
Also, there's another thing, it also mentions on the sign that there's been a pharmacy at this building since 1890.
So it sort of gives a little historical.
I was gonna say historical then.
Cobblers is probably the oldest store right now, the name in the village right now. It's been there a long time.
In the village,
Well, the Cobblers took the building over in 1934. They opened the pharmacy. It was bought.
Well, it was Blood
back in
before that, yeah.
1890.
James Blood.
So it's been a long time, and it will continue to stay at Cobblers. It's a longer actually.
can the village,
I'm done, but over.
so can the village, get a
Yeah, okay.
historic building designation? There
So
is a process in the village.
another
Does-
suggestion that I would have is that there's a historical business registry with New York State. If you reach out to either your assemblyman or your congressperson,
Yeah.
they can get you the designation. I don't know if I would say it would protect the building the way historical building would, but it at least has the business on a database with other businesses that are all over 50 years old. And you get highlighted by New York State, just a thought.
Would that, by giving it a historical, would that affect the selling the building down the road? if
That's what you have to talk to somebody
Yeah,
about
I
that.
don't want to, what
Yeah,
that-
no, that, the historical business registry wouldn't do that. It just puts you on a
Okay.
historical business registry with other businesses that.
But that's the-
I was just saying that the historical registries are always very popular with people that do not actually own the building. And the people that own the building are like, well, wait a second, what's this gonna mean to, if I wanna replace my windows? So, well, I think it's something that's worth looking at. Certainly also, just as an aside, the building is old enough that you can go to the historical society and they'll get you a little plaque that says how old the building is.
Yes.
They do the research for you. They do that as a paid service from the historical society. But I think this is great. Let's just make sure that if there are permits that have to go through, get the permits. And let's talk about, like, if there's some way to acknowledge on some public property the history there. I mean, this plaque goes a long way to doing that, I'll be honest with you. This plaque is better than a sign on a signpost. So this is great. But we'll try to do something else. What?
Private building.
What's the plaque? Well, if you want to do it inside the building, then there's no permit at all. Then you can post anything inside the building. But I thought you wanted it outside the building, which is, I think, more.
Inside the building is not facing on the.
All right, well, let's let that get too into the weeds on it. I think the village is obviously supportive of this. And there's some details of just, it's not easy. He is a worthy figure for being recognized with a street name. And you might want to think about, is there any place in the village that was special to him other than in front of the building where we just have, I mean, we don't want to be insulting to Rosa Parks or to the Rotary that paid the money into redoing the park or, and I mean, I would never, if it wanted to go on Park Street, I don't necessarily know that the fact that McManus is right down the block is going to, it's not like it's an advertisement for a drugstore, it's a sign acknowledging a man. But that's something that you can consider whether you'd be comfortable with that. That's fine, but that's one of the options to do the street sign recognition. But let you take this back.
Okay.
And does anybody else want to speak to this, before we move on?
Bill?
No, I think we should meet separately and then come back to the whole.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Again. Thanks again.
Next up.
Vicky?
Hello. Make sure you put the mic up.
And Board of Trustees, my name is Victoria Hudson. Welcome. I am a resident of Tarrytown, although I was born in Nyack, and I have 4 siblings who live in Nyack, and although I'm here to make a brief statement to you, so thank you. For anyone who cares deeply about human rights for all people everywhere, the last 2.5 years has been difficult to witness. It has come to my attention that the Nyack Village Board has, beginning in 2024, refused to issue a statement of support for a ceasefire during the Gaza bloodbath following October 7th, based on its determination that involvement in geopolitical conflict was beyond its scope.
Can you put closer to the microphone? Closer?
Oh, sure, sorry. Yet, as been mentioned, the board had issued 2 statements of solidarity with Israel, once soon after the 7th, and again after the horrific massacre at Bondi Beach in December. We are now witnessing a so-called ceasefire, some call it a slow motion genocide, where Palestinian lives are taken daily and the land theft and ethnic cleansing is ongoing in the West Bank. Not acknowledging the suffering in the same way that the board earlier registered in solidarity with Israel reveals an inexcusable double standard that is apparent to any fair-minded person. I call on the board to issue an equally forceful statement condemning the murders, mob violence, and human rights atrocities being committed daily with the financial backing of our tax dollars. The time has come for the board to make it right, to deplore all war crimes and express solidarity with the people trying to survive on their ancestral land, decimated by over 2 years of relentless bombing, bombs made in the USA, still being deprived of food, water, and medicines, and where an estimated 40,000 children have been murdered. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Faye Nam. I'm a business owner in Nyack, Maple District. And I'm here to bring attention to an issue that we've recently developed in terms of our outside seating area. We've been told by the building department and the fire inspector that we are no longer able to have seating outside of our storefront, which is part of a private building and not on the sidewalk. We've had approval for the seating since March of 2021, where I was told by the fire inspector at the time, Manny, that as long as we have 36 inches of egress for a walkway, then we were allowed to have seating. And currently, if we were to put seating out there, we have about 5 feet as a walkway. So I'm just not sure what the issue is at this point. If there's a code that's being violated, then we like to know what it is. And it's just, an issue now that the weather is getting warmer, and that's when everybody's having outdoor seating, and now all of a sudden we're not able to. And it's affecting not just my business, as well it's affecting the deli's business, and as well as the new business that is trying to come in to the plaza. So
Thank you.
that's all.
No, why don't you, let me bring Manny up to talk about it. Why don't you sit down so we don't have a debate on the podium, but I appreciate you bringing it up. You brought that up to me this week. We had an email exchange about it. I did talk to Manny about it today, this afternoon, because it was also not just your place, but also the deli on the Hudson has the same sort of issue. So I want to ask Manny to come out just to explain, kind of to clarify what is relating to this. Was it previously, because she says that they had a permit to do that. Was there a permit, or was there just a general no enforcement of the rule? How did it work?
She is correct, when I was the fire inspector in 2019, I continued business as was at that time. I just come to the village, and I was not the building inspector, so I did not make the calls to the building department. This is why, that continued all this time. Later on in 2022, when I became the building inspector, then, and it's of course changed in a lot of ways, as you know. And one of those, I did speak with the property owner at that time and say, you got issue with the seatings on that hallway, and you got issue with the signs. I gave them time, they had never complied. I came to the point, like a few years later, I worked with the owner on this, and he's taking no action. This is not a sidewalk. This is part of the building and is considered a hallway. And therefore has to be clear and unobstructed at all times.
But what is that?
That's
my question. That's what I wanted to follow up with you about when we talked today. What's the definition of clear and unobstructed?
Clear enough, and in the way the full width has to be clear.
Well, I mean, does that mean if they put a plant out in the front, that's not obstruction?
We enforce that in multifamily dwellings. All the hallways and the landing areas have to be completely clear.
There's no width requirement?
The full width of that particular hallway that it was designed for that particular building, and that's usually determined on the occupancy type, in the occupancy load.
So if the hallway was 10 feet, still no table?
In some areas, like a hospital, sometimes you do have a 10-foot clearance. Yes.
And well, I'm just saying, so there can be some, you're saying if she had 10 feet in front of her,
The problem is these things, okay, let's
I'm
say
just saying, if she had 10 feet in front of her, would there be a problem with tables?
there's a problem
There
because
still would be a problem, because technically there's an obstruction, even if it's 10 feet wide and the table's 2 feet.
that is correct, and those tables and chairs are movable. They could be all over the place in case of an emergency, people exiting.
Yeah, I'm talking, thank you, I appreciate people being exercised about this, if you're.
I'm sorry, it's just frustrating, because we've been there already going for 3 years.
Oh,
We
you're
never had
from the
an
deli, okay.
Yeah.
And he has his name on it.
Oh, okay,
I agree that there hasn't been an issue, but that is exactly the point of the code to prevent for an issue to happen. It only takes one event for
yeah,
somebody.
but my problem is that the word obstruction, you're saying that it could be defined if you had 100 feet hallway and you put a plant in the 100 feet hallway, that would technically be an obstruction, despite the fact that there would be more than ample egress and ingress if anybody was walking by.
If that hallway was designed for 100 feet wide clearance, yes, that would be an obstruction. If it wasn't and they just did 100 feet, but they only need 10, then of course, you can put whatever.
But does that hallway need more than, it's got 5, does it need 5?
It was designed as it is. And it gotta be unobstructed.
Here's my.
I mean, that's.
Well, no, I just established with you, hold on, I just established with you that, that obstructed is a subjective term, that you're saying that anything that obstructs it, despite the reality of people easily being able to pass it, anything that obstructs it is a obstruction. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Joe, I don't know.
I'm just curious, so the restaurant seating is in the middle of that,
It's actually, but also they have seating at the
But
end.
they have it at the end.
Look, wait, just hold on a second, let's assume that the, Hudson on Deli, Deli on Hudson, oh, you make great bagels.
Thank you.
Let's assume that that didn't exist, a seating, but you only have seating at the Mekong District, right? You have egress and ingress from both sides. So I don't understand how this can be such a major issue for you and for the village, if there's ingress and egress from both sides, right? And the tables are not in the middle of the hallway, as it were, but it's usually at the by the wall, by the window, or by the fence. So I don't know, maybe it's a little bit too beyond my comprehension, but.
Can I just ask, sorry, Manny, can we just change the code to create a carve out?
It's a state law.
It's state law.
Well, I think, all right, here's what I would say. Why don't, rather than, I don't mean to put Manny on the spot here and grill him, he happens to be here for another reason. And he's here and we're grilling him and it's not right to put him on the spot and we don't have documents in front of us. Why don't you send us tomorrow or the next day, so as soon as you can, send us what authority you're relying on for this. And we can go take a look at the space, because I just feel that there's a rule of reason that comes to the fact that if I can look at it and say, I have absolutely no problem in the case of a fire being able to pass through the space. I don't see why there's technically there's something in the space which you're saying constitutes an obstruction regardless of the realities of it. It seems to me that might be a very tight reading of that rule, but let me see what the rule is and let me go take a look at the space, because we talked about it today, but I didn't, and you explained it to me, and I think that what I'd like to express to all of you is that Manny has no interest in being the bad guy here. He's following.
We 100%.
Okay, and that's what I want to make sure he's trying to do. He feels is his responsibility to make things as safe as possible. And we do have situations where there are people who in multifamily homes have really crowded out stairwells and hallways in a way that makes it very unsafe. And so he's taking that experience and he's bringing it to bear. So I think both parties are acting in good faith here, and they're acting in good faith in a way that let's see what
We can do.
if there's a way to resolve it, so we don't, so you're comfortable with it, and that we can take a look at the rule itself. Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely. The owner called me today. I tried to explain it to him, but he didn't want to hear it.
Is that
The landlord.
Tom.
Lapuma?
Lapuna. There is an option, which I wanna explain to the owner, but he won't listen.
Well, no, don't say that, don't say
That's all
that.
right.
You're suggesting they put cafe tables down on the street level.
There's another option, there's that option, yes, of course.
Yeah,
Now you gotta finalize with everybody else. With everybody else on Main Street that has tables on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
I have no control over that, we can play with that, like we do, exactly we do
Yeah.
today. The other option that they have is go to the state and require a variance for this particular code.
The state gives variances for these kind of fire codes?
Yeah, they do,
Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a state code, obviously our zoning board of appeals doesn't have jurisdiction, so
Right.
it's the state's version of a zoning.
It doesn't take long, I mean, especially nowadays, coding, they expedited that process, I mean, even if it take a couple of months, it's still.
Well,
Let's take a look at it.
yeah,
Under,
let's talk about it, cause then it's
Yeah.
business.
let's see the code, let's see what the
I
code.
see, I hear, I appreciate what you're saying, Manny,
Yeah.
but, that is a long,
Yeah.
that's too long.
But if we don't do it, then it's permanently, they can't do it.
Right, no, I
Yes,
think
but
we should
understand
do
that-
it for sure, I just feel like in the meantime, while we're going through that process, there
cannot
should be
believe-
something.
I cannot violate the state code without a variance, that's the only way.
I understand. I know you feel that way. Let's look at the statute and I wanna see what the degree of your discretion
Definitely,
in terms of defining what
Yeah.
it. I wanna see what if there's a definition of obstruction, how that's defined.
Don't forget, these tables are not welded to the grass or the floor, right?
Yeah, we-
They-
That is the main problem.
That's the main
If there's an
problem.
emergency, they're gonna be flying all over the place while people are trying to get out. And you need two means of egress on that.
You know, it doesn't over the-
All right, all right. all right.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Thank you.
Further talk about this to come up. with
Yeah,
something
and yeah, let's see if.
We're still in public comment. We're 50 minutes into the meeting. We are on number 2 of the agenda. So let's try to get,
No, there's something.
this is stuff we can take offline. You are on the list if you do wanna
No,
reference
it's the
something,
same
but
thing. I mean, like I said, I mean, you know, with Nyack here, some of us are struggling, you know, and that come summertime, people are.
It's a big deal.
Standing out there, you know, it's like something that people love to do. You
understood.
know, I at least sit down, read a book, have a little breakfast, you know, it hurts us, you know.
I understand.
was gonna say, we're smack in the middle of the.
Yeah.
There's no way we can put tables out on the sidewalk and service it.
Understood.
No way.
Understood. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else you want to say? Cause there were a couple of you on the list. Are you okay?
That's it, yeah.
All right, who's next?
That's everybody.
That's everybody. Is there anybody else that wants to speak that's not on the list? All right, let's get to, adoption of the minutes from 4/9. Does anybody have any, can I get a motion to review the minutes?
Motion.
Second,
Any additions, changes, comments, questions about the minutes?
Nope.
All in favor of adopting the minutes of, April 9th?
I,
Motion carries.
oh yeah, since you weren't there.
She wasn't here. Motion carries unanimously 3-0. Let's move to 5.1, the accepting the audited voucher summary. The audited voucher summary, can I get on the table?
Motion.
Second,
Any comments or questions?
no,
All in favor?
I,
Okay, boy, it seems like 5.2. It's like seems very anticlimactic after a month. Approving the 5.2, approving the budget. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
second,
Any comments or questions?
I just want to commend, Kyle. I want to commend, the mayor. I want to commend Andy and the whole staff for working around the clock to get this, budget. And it was truly, truly painless. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
I would also like to say congratulations to that, given that the state has not done their budget. So kudos to us.
There's a
Oh,
lot more complicated.
We'll send Kyle to Albany.
No,
listen, no, first of all, we will not lose time.
No, that's what you just said.
People in the budget office,
Yeah.
no, we will not. But good job, guys, thank you. This is
yes,
awesome.
it was very
Oh,
easy to read. It was really painless and that felt
It was a
great.
very-
Yeah, no, this was a
Thank
very
you.
good process this year.
And what what was the raise we gave to the mayor and the trustee salaries? How big was it?
Please stay for the record so that everyone knows.
0.0%, just so everybody understand. All All right, 5.3, authorizing the local.
Hey,
Oh,
did we vote?
did we vote? We didn't vote.
No.
We got so much into the kumbaya that I didn't vote. All right, any other comments or questions?
No.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, we have a budget for 26-27. Let us hope, the revenues come in and the expenses stay low. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
You don't wanna stay? You don't wanna stay for the,
Say,
You got
he's out the
That is-
door.
you got a permit application for William Byrd later.
That's truly the mayor's prayer for the budget.
Mayor, can I just make a short comment?
Sure.
It feels timely to express once again my personal gratification for being in this budget. It's really a wonderful kind of work to be able to do, and I'm proud of it. I think our team did a great job, and so thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Wait, we include you in the budget? You don't just volunteer here because you love us?
I would, believe me, I would.
Don't say that too loud. You're talking to four people right now. We'd be like, join us in the volunteer section.
And secondly, we have some work to do on the parking authority budget.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm hoping that we can schedule a parking authority workshop meeting starting at 6 for our next meeting. If that's okay with you guys, we need to schedule something.
What's
We should.
what's the next meeting?
It's
May
May
2nd, 7th.
I did have a conversation with Matt, and I think it's a good idea. Cause he had some suggestions that I thought might be interesting, but
Yeah, no, we've done a lot of discussions internally over the last couple weeks.
yeah.
One of them was on your supplemental agenda for tonight, which is pretty good news, so. There's more work to do on that, and it'll be fun to spend a little time sort of just dedicated to that.
All right, so 6 o'clock on the 7th?
Is that all right?
That's fine for me. You know, if anybody else.
Wait, 6 o'clock on the 7th?
Oh, the 7th. We have a meeting at 7, so now we're having a meeting at 6 as well, 7.
I'm not even gonna dignify.
What?
Nothing.
It's just a meeting at 6,
Okay.
7. And I have a meeting at 4, so I'll have 4, 6, and 7, and it's still 2 weeks away, so we don't have the rest of the day.
Until you don't have a teenage boy without telling me you don't have a teenage boy. Yeah.
All right, 6, 7. Oh, thank you.
I didn't hear that either.
Wait, Pascal, you didn't look,
Ah.
I did the thing.
No.
All right, number 5.3, resolution, so is everybody okay with that? We're gonna have the parking,
Yeah,
before I get to the thing, we don't have to vote on it, we're just saying, we don't have
no,
to
we just
vote.
said May 7th.
May 7th at 6
o'clock.
6 o'clock, so we're gonna meet at 6 and 7.
Wait, I thought I guess it's a workshop, never mind.
We have a lot to do.
There's a lot.
Usually it's a half hour, but
Yeah.
we have a lot to do, so let's give ourselves some time. Resolution 2674 to place a food truck on South Franklin for Cinco de Mayo event. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
Who's doing this again?
This is the local, Travis,
Oh, no, Village Admin, no.
basically in front of his place.
Okay.
Do we know what food truck he's using?
I think he mentioned taco-ish or something like that. It's not the Taco Boys, it's a different.
No,
taco
it's,
truck.
they used to be
It's
the,
big
they
Greekish.
used to be Greekish,
Used to be
yeah, now
Greekish.
they have a food truck, yeah.
I think they do tacos.
Yeah, they do tacos on the taco truck, but they used to have where Little Dean's used to be.
Yeah, so that's why
Yeah.
I'm thinking taco-ish. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's-
No, you're right, it is
It's called
taco.
taco-ish?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Taco-ish. Yes,
A little comment on the food trucks, now that we're talking about it, is that they have to be inspected by the building department prior to serving food here in the village. The inspection is once a year, and some of the issues that we having, a lot of them come in the day off. And it's very difficult to inspect the truck the day off. Most of the time they don't pass, that means they can't stay. Or if the fire inspector has several trucks to inspect, he won't have enough time to inspect everybody properly, so.
and what do you do during this, is that what happened during the street fair?
And we try to, we send notices, we send, nobody comes the day in advance, they come the day off, and that's becoming a problem. To the point where we're gonna have to, tell them they have to go, they won't be able to stay.
Okay.
So make sure you make that clear to, is Bill understanding that? Bill knows
We
this?
write it, we send email, we talk to the food vendors themselves. Do it all the time, it's once a year inspection, you don't have to wait till now, you can come.
Yeah, but they all come here once a year, and they're coming here for a
Yeah.
special occasion, they're coming in for a special trip just to get inspected.
This,
Would we be able, is there any chance we could rely on an inspection done by,
the state doesn't allow that,
we can't get an inspection from wherever they're usually operating?
and that's the problem. The state designs the code in a way that is by the municipality.
Which does not make
And
sense.
everywhere they go, it's the
Yeah.
same thing, it's not here in Naya, every municipality is doing this.
Basically the same thing. Maybe if there's some, cause it is tough to say to a food truck, come here on Wednesday, the 8th, and then, for 2 hours inspection, is it longer?
No, I mean, it takes less than 2 hours, no, but the problem is, what if?
I think they need to be
If they don't-
inspected. I agree.
They can't stay anyway.
So I just have a question. So like when the health inspector comes in, that's just for like the food, when they do those like 1 day food vendors, are they also empowered to do food truck inspections or no?
They are, but not for fire safety.
Oh,
For food.
okay, so they only do the inspection for food and
That's
not.
correct, and that's also required for them.
Why don't we save the, why don't,
Two, or they're just.
No, the state.
Can I ask you a question, Manny? Is it possible that the fire inspector goes out of the village, let's say, to
them?
location, to them, and do it on their spot?
If you allow it, we'll do it, I mean, it's up to you, I mean.
No, I'm just.
well, they're probably in Long Island, they're probably in New Jersey.
No, as long as they're in,
We don't actually know where all the food trucks we deal with regularly are local, but probably there's some coming from further away for some special events. But we don't know what their sort of parameters of operation may be. To me, it seems reasonable if they need a permit and they're coming here to sell things. And Manny described what it looks like when a propane tank explodes. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I think it needs to be done. I totally agree.
Asterisk.
No, I think, I'm just trying to, is this new?
2 years now, maybe 3.
Because I'm just saying, we have a lot of food trucks that show up at
2020.
the street fair, and I'm sure they don't. Do a lot of them do come in advance to get an inspection before they come back from the street fair?
Not all the food trucks, only those that have grease laden vapors, meaning they have a grill and they got a hood with a suppression system.
So now
Those
everybody
are
has to
the
get an
only ones
inspection.
that have to be inspected.
So the guys
If
make
they're selling
popcorn.
ice cream or, salad,
Alright.
they don't need to inspect them.
Let's, okay, then your point's well taken. Street fair just has to suck it up and then people have to come in and get their inspection, but maybe we can sweeten it a little bit and say if they come in for an inspection, we'll give them, we can give them a limited permit to operate in the village. Like, so when they come, they can spend the day and sell some food, so they're not coming out here for nothing. And go to Memorial Park, a 1 day hawker's permit to do it. Just to give them some reason to come here where they feel like, okay, well, at least the ride wasn't just a complete, I'm sure it cost them $100 of gas just
I
across the
was
street.
just gonna say that the gas.
So we can think about that, because I don't mind giving them a little, they're coming back to the street
Incentive.
fair. But, maybe they wouldn't mind having a chance we have very limited number of permits that we allow. So allowing, a couple of food trucks to have a permit for a couple of days is not gonna change the volume of food trucks in the village. But that's all, thank you. That's all flavor for this particular question as to whether we allow a food truck, which shall be properly certified and all that, for the local on Cinco de Mayo. Any other comments or questions on it?
None.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. 5.4. Oh, look. Food truck, an ice cream truck, 4-year
Oh, you don't
permit.
have to worry about that, right? Ice cream.
We're giving them a 4-year
That's the
contract.
reason why I put this on
Yeah,
the
it's
agenda
how
rather than
come?
just doing it. So this is a 4-year permit, which gets him out of having to do a permit every single year and not knowing whether he's gonna get it, so he can invest in his truck. And it gives us the opportunity to charge him more money, $250 versus $150. And he's agreed to bring free ice cream to 4 events during the year.
Hey, now.
It's-
Now we threw that in.
Now,
Seems like kind of a sweet deal.
I'm gonna make a motion to strike the youth event, just so I can get some free ice cream, because I'm no youth, but I don't have no problem with
I
getting
mean,
free ice cream.
I'm youthful.
You are youthful.
I mean, you have a sweet tooth.
It's all relevant. All right, so that's pretty cool. So so it's like we're basically entering into a little long-term relationship with an ice cream vendor.
Yeah, it's just Mike.
What about his,
Wait,
Sure, go ahead.
motion,
Oh, can I get this on the table?
motion,
Second,
carry on.
Okay, here's my
Thank you,
question.
Linda.
There have been complaints in the past about, I'm nothing against ice cream.
What's
That's my major.
the song?
I feel like there's a but there and it
The
does sound
song.
like.
It's the music.
It's
It's the music.
It is.
Will he be willing to tone down?
I have counseled him sternly on this topic,
Okay,
and he has cooperated.
okay.
When
And
he's-
so I'm fairly confident that he will not be blasting this silly ice cream music in the park while he's stationary.
That's the
Right,
problem.
yeah, that's the problem.
So
When
he's
he's stationary,
riding,
yeah,
it's
it's
great.
fine, but. when
Driving
he's
around, it's kind of
stationary, yeah.
tradition, and kids come right out the door, so. But when you're in the park and
Used to
you're
come
in
through
his
the 87th,
hanging out, he does not need that thing playing. He understands that. We've talked about it. And if you want, you can put an addendum in here basically saying one strike you're out if you.
No, we don't say strike that. I think it's true, but I think,
I'm gonna need to.
let's get across, is this revocable? Is this contract revocable that we can terminate?
Everything's revocable, it's just another resolution.
All right, I'm just saying, well, we have a contract.
It's
I think it's fair just to put in something in the contract that says that he will not play the music for more than 5 minutes during a 60-minute period in the park. Is that too much?
How
Too
about we
little?
just not have him playing?
No, music.
I don't mind, well, people, sometimes they don't see him. It's a big park.
In the.
Kids have like a secret sixth sense for
You
secret.
know what? I don't mind the music playing for 5 minutes. I just don't want to play it for the whole hour.
Right, he can play it when he's
I
driving
mean,
in.
yeah, doesn't he, right, I was just gonna say, doesn't he play? it
All right.
Driving in.
Bah
and then-
humbug. All right, no music. What if a kid asks him to play the music? Like,
Are you gonna
someone
ask him to
wants
play
to play
music?
Yeah, the kids are like, they love the music.
No, are you gonna ask?
Well, what if a kid or an overly large kid asks him to play the music? All right, any other comments or questions about this?
Ish, yes, Linda,
You
thank
fish.
you.
Any others? Not hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. For 5.5, to approve a permit application from MV for an event in Memorial Park. For a fitness class for children, can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All right, this is a free fitness class for children and caregivers for an hour. But it's an hour on Thursdays every Thursday for what?
Several.
An
months.
hour.
About a month?
No,
April
it's
to
more
May?
than that. It's
5 weeks? It's like 5 weeks.
Right. April 16th, 2021, and probably already lost a week or two.
All right, anybody have a comment or question about it? It's a limited use, it's free, it's a nice event.
No, everybody needs it. Caregivers.
Thursdays 10 to 11 can't possibly be that busy a time. All in favor? Motion
Is it
carried.
down below, Andy?
Sorry,
Is it down below or up above?
I am agnostic on that topic.
Okay.
So he wants to get together with some strollers and. I'm not sure exactly how you do an exercise class with.
I think this year it's gonna be up above.
Maybe there's,
You've never seen
Okay.
like women who jog with the strollers? That
I've
is.
seen that, but
Oh,
maybe
And
that's
it's
what they're doing.
cardio.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Maybe the kids doing burpees, I don't know.
hey,
Little baby
listen,
doing
gotta scoop them
burpees.
while they're young.
I'm gonna ask again, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. 5.6, resolution 77 to approve a permit application for an event in Memorial Park. This is the Porch Fest event. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
We've talked about this before.
Yes.
This is the first of the Porch Fest events. Any comments or questions?
Mm-mm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. 5.7, resolution 78 to approve a permit application for William Byrd. Oh, it's nice that you put them right next to each other. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
It's called cut and paste.
Any comments or questions? This is the second of the Porch Fest. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries
I'll just
unanimously.
comment that I'm excited about Porch Fest. I'm planning on having.
And 2 Porch Fests?
Oh, you got.
I'll do 2.
You're excited about both of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited about having music on my porch.
I do think good things come in 3, so maybe we need a 3rd Porch Fest. Sometime in October. All right, we got that one we voted on, right? Resolution 26, 5.8, resolution 79 to approve a permit application from Nicole Hines for an event in Easter Square. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
This is coming up, right? This is like
Mhm.
next week.
Yeah, that's why.
Project Clothesline, from the Center for Safety and Change. Actually, it's Center for Safety and Change. They keep reminding me. Any comments or questions?
Mm-mm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. 5.9, resolution 80 To approve funding for youth program and authorizing the agreement with the NIAX Center. Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Is this the standard agreement we do every year?
This is,
Or
it's the
additional?
same, it's the same program and the same contract. It's just that my resolution is a little more belt and suspenders because I did do an RFP. Like competitive process. Because it's a foregone conclusion.
Then no one else bids.
No one else bids, this board's already allocated the funding, name it an IX center. It just seemed like a lot of. extra
Yeah,
work for
that's what
nothing.
it seemed like.
And, but we did do, Dennis and I looked it over and made sure that we're meeting the procurement standard. And, so if you read it, you'll find out more about that.
So that's why there's no dollar amount on here on the resolution.
I'm not sure that's true, actually.
There is no dollar.
No, I was
didn't see
looking.
one.
That's interesting.
Unless I missed it.
No, it's not there.
Maybe I forgot. No,
The only numbers are the years. And the dates.
Is there an
it's
amount?
already in the budget anyway, so.
What's the amount?
There's 125 for the base youth program and 153,500 for camp.
153, 500 and 125.
Right.
All right, can I make a motion to amend the resolution to reflect in the therefore be it resolved. That first resolve section, add after 26-27
In the amount of.
in the amount of $125,000 for general program and 153,500 for Camp Nyack.
Thank you for that, appreciate it.
That's the amend, can I get that's the motion, can I get a second on the amendment?
Second.
All in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried, amendment carries. Now, all in favor of the motion,
Aye.
as amended, aye, motion carries unanimously. All right, congratulations to Kim Cross. All right, 510, resolution 2681. Brooke Malloy, closure of Jackson Avenue for a Pride Market event on July 10th. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Just picking in point of clarification, Brooke, I think has an E at the end of her first name.
I think you're
Oh,
right.
yeah, she does.
So let's just make sure we, for posterity purposes, we spell her name correctly. Any comments or questions? This is closing a little bit of Jackson Avenue for the night market, on July 10th. It's a nice event. No comments or questions, hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. We are done. Oh, wait, we have other additional resolutions.
Do indeed.
So our additional resolutions are 511. Resolution 82, a permit application from Cannon Moore for a roller skating event in Memorial Park on October 17th and 18th. Skate the dip. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
She's moved the dates is what
Yeah.
happened. We moved away from the wedding.
Right.
Oh, there was a wedding.
There was a wedding that day and we were worried about the wedding being an issue. We'd approved the wedding a month or two ago.
Honestly, yeah, it's fantastic.
I think October is a good month for this event.
Yeah. You don't have to be, you can be a little cool for.
Definitely not raining.
Yeah.
Is there a street fair on October 17th?
I don't think so.
Even if there were, it's not really,
Probably want to conflict. If anything, it'd probably be people going down there to.
but I will tell you the answer to that.
It's a plein air festival for Hopper, that's it.
That one, actually, they have never submitted.
The
a
street fair is the 11th.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a Hopper House. I got,
They're not doing anything, they're not, they don't need public space for it.
okay.
They're just gonna be people out sketching, which is fine for the roller skating, it'll be given something to draw.
In general, I have
It's
no
actually-
objections to this, but there,
What the heck? You okay?
I've been off the Ozempic, so like all of a sudden, I lean on the table and it starts to crack.
Whoa.
That's what happens. I gotta get back on the shot.
Golly. I didn't know those were the setbacks.
my comment is that, it's between 500 to 800 people. That's a lot of people,
It'll be a good time.
you know?
Oh, five.
I'm just,
I mean, the only part of the park that she has a right to use is the part that she's gonna be putting the skaters on.
Right, the asphalt part and maybe have some DJ in the gazebo or something where.
Yeah, so she's not taking over the park, if there's people, there's people. But but also, I don't know if it's gonna be 400 or 500.
Five,
It's the
who
first time
said
we've
that?
done
500 to 800 people.
Who said that?
That's what she said.
That's what she said in the application.
Oh, she's not telling you, that's not true.
Well, I mean, listen, I've been to the skating circle they have in Central Park doesn't get 500, 800.
No, right.
You won't find me there on skating, that's.
No, you're not gonna skate?
I used to be a skater.
I'll probably go out there. I still have good knees.
I went there for the food trucks.
Get back on the shot, maybe I can get on some skates.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Inline.
Oh, inline, no.
They used to have the rink down at in Montvale.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah, I
go
used to go
there.
there.
But
I'm just
before-
curious.
I used to go there. Oh, God, probably well before you did.
Yeah.
Are you there? Yeah.
I mean, this is-
And then
I
they
went
have
there
the
twice.
music dancing on Friday.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see that skate.
You too.
I used to rollerblade.
Yeah.
I did rollerblade.
I,
You know, it's a-
rollerblade wasn't.
It's a different culture. Rollerblade's a different.
I want
culture.
to race all of you guys for like one lap around. I want to race all of you guys.
Oh, you.
Still
You-
take it.
You have to give me a 1 lap head start.
Concede on that. Yeah.
That takes me an hour to get around.
All right.
My hands and knees.
Do we have any other comments or questions about this wonderful proposal?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Resolution 5.12, resolution 83 from Shelley Gazes for an annual gun violence awareness event, Memorial Park on June 5th. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second,
Do we know what time it's gonna be?
probably in
I think
the,
it's around 6.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's at sundown.
They try to do it sundown.
Yeah, so that they can match the bridge lighting, yeah.
So we just have to put that in here at some point, what time?
It's in the permit.
I'm sorry, it's in the permit?
It's in the
Okay.
waiver, yeah.
Oh, wait, is it in here?
I didn't put the date
Oh.
in here because
Not the date's in, not the time.
Yeah.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Resolution 84, to approve a contract, for administration of digital payments for village services. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
All right, this is what Andy's been promising us, is that we've found a way to save some money on digital process, on some of our costs for the parking authority. We feel good about the reliability of this vendor.
yes, it is a little nerve wracking, but yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're a big company. They do this all the time. And,
Have other
you
villages used
know,
them?
yeah, they have a lot of accounts, yeah. He actually, the gentleman who's the rep for this company used to be the rep for the company that Village currently has. That's how we got to know Rosa, so Rosa reached out to him.
And how much are
It's a little, it's just, it's a routine thing to change your credit card administration payment vendor. But each one needs to be linked in to like the building department, the clerk's office, the water department, Park Mobile, Flowbird, the other ways in which we use our credit cards, they'll have to be. But that's just implementation, you know, connecting things together.
how much are they charging?
So the, believe it or not, the current system
Mhm.
from Gila is 50 cents. The one that matters is 50 cents. That's the one we pay. So every time someone buys $1 worth of parking, we pay 50 cents for the transaction to the credit card administrative company. That adds up to a lot of money over
yeah.
the year. So driving that number down was the goal. And through a lot of round robining on different companies, we got to 15, which is a huge cut. It's 15 plus a 2.85%, which is 3 or 4 cents on the typical purchase is $1.77, so it comes out to about 20 cents. 15 plus 5. So it cuts in half at least the typical amount that we would pay for a transaction when someone uses Park Mobile or Flowbird. Flowbird is Muni meters where you can use your credit card, and obviously Park Mobile is the phone app. So and then there's point of sales for the building department, for the clerk's office with birth certificates and other kind of stuff, people paying their parking fines, things like that. And the water department, you can pay there with your credit card as well. So each place has a point of sale for credit card transactions. It just needs to be
So
updated.
not only the parking meters, but the water department and the
Right, you can pay your water bill with your credit card.
I know, but they were charging 50 cents transaction fee.
No, that's a different, the 50 cent only applies to these tiny parking transactions. The rest of those points of sale have been close to 3%. This proposal, I think, is 2.29 or 3.9 or 2.3. The old one was 3.9, the new one is 2.9. So it's a little bit of a reduction.
2.29 versus 2.2.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a reduction in the convenience fee that a consumer would pay as well.
Okay.
So it's a good thing to shop around, essentially.
It's like, always cancel your cable company. That's every 2 years, canceling. Tell them I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, they give you a great deal.
Crawling back for you. They'll give you a new user fee, They'll give you the new rate, the new user rate. That's why I canceled my HBO Max. We'll see what happens. See if they come crawling back to me. They better.
Good luck. I wanna.
I should have said that right there because they might be watching.
I know.
They know that I'm
Literally,
now.
yeah.
They know I can't give it up. All right, we're still talking about this, so we haven't voted yet. Can I get any other comments or questions? All in favor? Aye, motion carries unanimously. That's our extra motions. All right. So now we go to departmental reports. Andy.
Wait, Orangetown Police?
I have nothing. Does anybody have anything for the Orangetown Police to discuss? We haven't had any discussions with them.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to ramp up my trying to get people to pay attention to people sleeping on the street kind of program, which right around this time of year, usually you have more people out there. And so I'm reaching out to the police department about that. Because Sergeant Palazzolo got promoted, I'm not sure exactly who's filling his shoes as far as walking with Lenny and doing social outreach.
Oh, so he's no longer doing that?
I'm not positive.
Oh, okay.
I think he's moving something.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I have to have a couple of conversations to figure out who our sort of go-to person is.
So start with Sergeant Richard Holland, Rich Holland, Sergeant. He may have stepped into Palazzolo's shoes, but start there.
Okay.
Sergeant Holland will lead you to the right person if it's not him.
Yeah.
Are we still looking for a social worker?
Yes, Catholic Charities have it posted on their website, and we'll probably do more promotion on our side as well.
Yeah.
How is the public safety patrol working out?
People seem to like it. We're paying for it. The guys walking around.
Can we get do they document various issues or encounters? Can we get like a report from them about what they see? I mean, we should, we're paying.
Sure. I'll get the supervisor to write me an email describing concerns or interactions. My sense, I haven't heard any blowback or incidents. And they haven't called me about it for a while, so it seems like it's just become something people are used to seeing. And there's a sort of routine around it.
Okay.
But
I mean,
certainly ask for more detail.
Yeah, it would be good.
All right. Anything, what else? What's up with Catholic Charities? Are we gonna get somebody working there?
Yeah, that was,
Yeah,
we were talking about they're in an advertised position, but they haven't found anybody yet. We made a couple of referrals. We reached out to the Dominican College.
Yeah.
I guess to-
Apologies, I didn't realize I zoned out for a
I
moment.
am going to, well, never mind. I'll
If
tell you
anybody
that.
knows anybody who make a good outreach worker, by all means refer them.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give them a little lowdown and send them to Catholic Charities for
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
conscription.
Bob
I
Skaggs.
see your youth-ish is showing.
You know that song?
Lowdown.
With Dirty Low Down. Follow.
Dirty Low Down, Bob Skaggs. Dirty Low Down.
If I said something about hugging a tree.
The whole thing, I remember that.
Send you Spotify. All right, I'm sorry, I was up at 3 a.m. today. This is an
I
early
wanted to
morning.
mention that the Rockland County Planning Federation is honoring the village of Nyack for its planning process around our climate change and adaptation
Yay.
plan, which Marcy headed up with a really active committee and advisory group and so on. And we're going to that on the 30th for a little dinner and a kind of a schmooze.
It is the 30th.
There's a couple of extra seats at our table if one of you would like to join the mayor, myself, and a couple other tree hugging types.
And where is it going to be?
It's gonna be at the Suffering Crown Plaza.
When?
It's April 30th.
6:30.
6:30 is the.
Is that
show
a
up.
Friday? So
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's our off Thursday.
It's just next week.
It's next week.
Next week, instead of having a board meeting, we're getting an award.
So,
That's very
It's
nice.
nice, we should every week.
yeah.
And a drink, any drinks involved,
Yes,
I'm sure.
they have cocktails.
like adult beverages.
No, it's up there.
Well said, Stall.
There's a lot going on lately, it sounds like it.
Will there be small canapé style foods as well?
I want to thank our tree committee who planted a bunch of trees.
Oh,
Yes,
this
they're
weekend.
fabulous.
Yes.
It was, I have to tell you, like, I keep reminding everyone in my family who says, it's a little chilly out today. I always say, there's gonna be heat waves this summer. Be thankful it's not hot right now. But it gets hot. I grew up in New Hampshire where it's a little cooler, but it gets hot in the Northeast. And the shade really matters, and it takes
It does.
years to grow a good tree. So the fact that these folks are out there planting trees now, that in 5 or 6 or 10 years, they're gonna be nice, big, shady. And on our sidewalks makes all the difference in the world.
I, just so that you know, and I will probably bring this up at another time, I did get a request in from someone from the village to plant a few fruit trees as well. There's been, I know, a lot of movement around planting fruit trees for those who don't have any housing, so that there's also just some food.
Nice to have fruit trees, absolutely.
Yeah, so just a thought for
You know,
the,
there used to be one on DePere where.
there
the apple
was,
comes out, And the
yeah,
apples would fall.
the apples would
down.
fall, yeah, I remember that, and I used to have a cherry tree in the back,
I'm
but
sorry when they cut that tree down.
I'm not gonna be the Grinch or the, you're the Lorax, I speak for the trees, I'm one of the guys that. No, just because it is, the fruit trees are very,
They're messy.
they're messy.
amenable to rats.
Right, that's what.
Well, I was gonna say, for at least the few that we did have, because I do remember I do remember that one under Pew when I was younger. I don't know if it ever really increased or decreased the population.
It's generally considered to be an association with them, but it's still nice to have some.
Oh, yeah, just
We
it was
can do-
just
we're
a
doing
thought
lots
for
of
the
things
next
to kill
planting, we
rats.
can flush it out a little bit more, yeah.
Look at that tree.
I don't think that'll grow. It's just
I would love to
like-
see a palm tree.
Amount of time.
Oh, it's
But-
great company.
Read that climate adaptation report. and see.
All right, what else?
We're gonna be paving next week, so it's exciting, Tuesday and Wednesday.
There's been a lot of good things going on.
Thank God.
We'll be concerned about
Marion,
driveway access.
Marion and what's called by the hospital and Bird.
Marion Jefferson,
Yeah.
Bird Street, up bicycle, so.
Very
It's gonna
excited.
be this lovely interregnum before. people
Can't
start
wait to-
complaining about-
Yeah, by the way, I spoke to the people on Charles Street and explained to them, and I said, look, this is just grin and bear it, you know?
You'll be happy you're getting a new road.
And park on, yeah.
I know.
So anyway, so let's hope that I
I
foresaw.
appreciate, I know you and the mayor as well, both had some interactions around people who are trying to figure out,
I'm definitely doing donuts on Marion, straight up.
yeah, don't do that. As long as it's not on Jefferson.
As long as you're not,
It's-
we get the cameras there for you, I'm gonna put the cameras up.
Listen.
For the speed and the noise.
All more reason for me to do it.
All right, what else we
I
got?
mean, we keep going forever, but those are some highlights.
I do actually have a question for you. It was brought to my attention by some people on the Parks Commission about the benches being sold and concern that the taxation paperwork is not being done properly. I can give you more, I don't know if I can even explain it properly, but I think you should have a conversation with Chrissy Knapp about it, because there.
Yeah,
he
I've
is
seen it in the
concerned.
past.
Okay,
I mean, I'll look into it.
yeah.
It is absolutely legal for the village to accept donations.
No, I know that. She had let me know that the reason the Parks Commission was even established was so that the paperwork could be a little bit easier if it's going through a 501(c)(3). So I did want to just make sure that you were aware of that and that the board was aware of
You mean the
that.
Parks and Service.
Yeah.
Yes, Parks Conservancy. Sorry, what did I say? Parks Commission? Oh, yes, the Parks Conservancy.
Yeah.
Kristen Knapp had-
Double check our math on that.
It's not the
Yeah.
hardest thing for us to just do a contract with the Parks and Conservancy and let them solicit and collect the money and then transmit the money to.
Yeah, I think that she was
Because then
concerned
it's
about that.
definitely a charitable gift that no one has to worry about it. I mean, the problem has been that
Yeah, they've been very dormant. I know.
it's not dormant, they're sort of stuck. And Chrissy's been
She's
beset with
right.
lots of obligations that have
Right.
kept her from being able to like advance it. So there are a couple people, Nancy Baker Weber and my wife have gotten involved to try to take some of that burden away off her shoulders for Chrissy, and maybe this can be, one of the things that they take on, because it's not, Chrissy has to let go of some stuff, but this isn't already in part of it, so they can take this
Yeah.
and not even put it on our plate if we can get that moving. Which is a good
Well,
project.
Sounds like you guys are working on it. I just wanted to make sure that the message was relayed because it was a concern expressed to me as well, so.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
that's all.
thank you, Andy. New business, anything on new business? What about old business? Oh, I skipped old business, I'm sorry, we'll do old business, then new business, new business.
New business.
There is no new business, but I will tell you that we got our money for our hoppy, shuttle.
Oh.
Oh, that is.
We got approved by the county, finally approved the voucher or the amount or whatever it is, so we're now ordering the little thing, and it will be a month or
The
two.
little things.
I have no idea.
So I'm going to amend.
Let's start
my
by the
earlier
summer,
statement,
next start by the summer.
And I will be doing donuts in the new copy
Oh, yeah, okay.
on Marion.
Yeah, you'll be very
And
disappointed at the speed at which you're able to get the thing out.
So I will make it work.
You can eat donuts in a hobby, that's a lot. All right, old business, let's go to 8.1. Does anybody have anything they want to say about the July 2nd to 5th events planning?
I think I do.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Carlin gets the spotlight.
You know, when they say that I'm retired and I have a lot of time on my hands?
Not anymore, yeah.
Not with the July.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
a
need to go
lot.
to Daniel Jean Giles School of Retirement. Do nothing.
Okay,
I really should have listened to your father.
Listen.
so everything is going really great. We've raised $25,000
Wow, that's great.
with a lot of large donors and small donors, right? And the money is continuing to come in.
And where does the money, who collects the money? Where do you?
I collect, I'm the bill collector, I'm the, I collect the checks. And
Okay.
I solicited basically almost everybody in the village, with all the restaurants, businesses.
Explain the mechanics, since we just talked about it with regards to the Parks and Service, you created a.
Oh, yeah, yeah, so we have the community fund of Orange County, of Orange, Sullivan and Rockland.
Oh.
They're the ones.
The old rock.
Finish the
Oh,
rock.
got you, okay.
So we are sending the checks to them. They are depositing it, sending out tax deductible receipts.
Fabulous.
And they will then disperse the money. I arranged with Kyle that the village will pay the various expenses. He set up a separate account. And then the village will be reimbursed from the fund. All that is kosher and legal. And basically, we'll be self-funded.
Awesome.
We'll be self-funded. There's no, I mean, we allocated in the budget some money for it, but I mean, besides from the fireworks, that's separate. That's-
Yeah, that was always, yeah, I remember when we talked about
Yeah,
it.
and so we're really planning a fantastic 2-day event. I think the last time I sent you version 5 of the schedule, we're up to version 9.
Oh.
Okay, I will.
Just save me the final version.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's now on the website. There's a hyperlink on the front page, the USA 250, and that goes over summarizes all the events. It's very hard to put everything, but there will be a complete working schedule there every hour, every moment, and I want to thank. I want to thank Mayor Rand for his contributions, Mark Mangan, the rest of the committee, and Anne Marie. She's been fantastic.
Fabulous.
She's been fantastic.
Joe, you've done a great job with it. I think it's fantastic. We're gonna get the banner up soon.
Yeah, here's the banner, by the way.
Here's a big copy
I
of the
saw that you and Brooke spoke.
Yeah,
about the logo.
I left her messages to give me a call because her voicemail is full, and
Yeah.
I wanted to speak to her, but you spoke to her.
I talked to Brooke
Okay.
at some length about it when she raised it with me, and what we said was that she was concerned that the logo did not reflect sort of the Nyack uniqueness, and I said, well, to some extent, this is universal, like red, white, and blue. I'm not ceding and giving up the red, white, and blue that's not Nyack. Nyack is as patriotic as any place in the country. Like, we love our country as much as every other. There's our flag, we do our Pledge of Allegiance. So I suggested to her that it might be fun to have, and also sort of meaningful to do variations of the logo. So
Okay.
she's gonna get the art files from Nadine Schneider, who designed it, and they'll be able to have their designer change the colors, add some emphasis, whatever.
Mhm.
We're gonna offer out to anybody else that wants to make their own version of the logo to do their own promotion of the festivities for the weekend.
Okay.
They can do that. So there will be there'll be multiple logos. This is the official one, but the other ones will have, there'll be the official Pride logo, there'll be the official maybe NAACP logo.
She hasn't reached out to me yet because, but I will just send her the.
Yeah, just send her the files.
I'm the dean secretary.
I saw the email and I saw you responded, so I just wasn't sure if you guys connected.
Yeah. And I'll usually run them.
And she was not, it was a very good conversation. She was very, when I talked to her about it, she just wants to express and we sort of came around to the right place that the people who say, oh, it's too red, white and blue. It's like, well, we have as much claim to red, white and blue as anybody does. We all own the red, white and blue. So that's it's a unifying event where we're not gonna cede 1 inch of what patriotism means.
Exactly. So just in short, on Thursday, Farmers Market is having their annual free hot dog giveaway. Last year was 249 hot dogs. This year's gonna be 250 hot dogs. So Joe, you're gonna have to have that last hot dog.
I don't eat hot dogs.
Okay.
I'll take.
You'll take the next hot dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then at 6 o'clock, we're having the classic car cruise. A classic car is.
This is next Thursday?
No, this is
No,
Thursday.
no,
The
I get it.
Third, second.
Yeah,
Second,
no,
second.
July,
The
that,
second.
yeah.
We're gonna have some unique cars there, specialty cars. I'm trying to get the Monkey Mobile and the, but we're.
Are we gonna get a two-headed horseman?
What's that?
That's Halloween.
That's Halloween. Then there's gonna be music, there's gonna be several music stations along Main Street. And then in the evening, we're gonna have a movie. A movie and,
What
cars,
movie?
cars,
The movie Cars?
the movie Cars.
Pixar Cars.
Pixar
Oh,
Cars.
okay.
Yeah.
And not the Patriot, too gory?
Pictures too gory. We
You
suggested
have
American
kids that are
Tail.
probably, you know.
We were gonna go with American
family
Tail, which is the next
friendly.
patriotic
Who's
story.
watching
We
that?
decided to reinforce the cars.
Well,
Cars.
we could see, you
Yeah,
know.
well,
Cars is pretty patriotic.
Yeah, Cars is.
Small town America,
Yeah, yeah.
Route
And
66.
that's right. And we're gonna have, during the course of the evening, we'll be showing the 18-minute segment from Bullet. Did you ever see the movie Bullet?
It's a car chase.
There's a Steve McQueen.
She doesn't know who that is.
Okay, car chase.
Boris Karloff,
Yeah,
You know,
Bela Lugosi.
predates
the
me.
fabulous Moolah?
No.
That's wrestling.
Anyway, there's a famous,
Watch that.
there's a famous car chase through the streets of San Francisco.
Streets of San Francisco?
I have been there.
No.
This
Oh,
show.
no, the show.
Negative.
Carl Bolden.
Arnold Walden, she doesn't know that either.
Okay,
We have to stop it.
we're gonna have free
Joe,
popcorn.
Free popcorn.
And so, and on Friday, 1 o'clock, we're gonna have a kids freedom zone, which we're gonna have the entire upper level of Memorial Park. They're gonna have 3 inflatables.
Oh, I hope they have a great.
Bounce houses,
Sounds
with
so
water
cute.
slides.
Yeah, that long.
We're gonna have face painting. We're gonna have games, popcorn and cotton candy.
Oh, we'll see Joe there.
And cotton candy. At 1:30 at Easter Park, we're gonna have the ceremonies, we're gonna have the reading of the Declaration of Independence.
Which you're all invited to participate in, because we're gonna do it with electeds and public officials.
And we're gonna have
We'll
the,
invite to read a couple of lines each.
we're gonna have the unveiling of the time capsule. We're not gonna we're gonna start it after, but we wanna show everybody the time capsule.
We can put something in, just have something in
It's
it.
symbolic.
Put a hot dog from the day before.
I don't know if that'll last.
Well, they like that stuff that they use.
It'll have the logo, it's gonna have the logo of USA 250, like, and the date. It's gonna be very colorful. We'll have it there.
Lovely.
And then,
Big band?
then we're in the midst of organizing with schools, a patriotic essay and art contest. Working on that now.
Wow.
For the summer.
No, it's
No,
strictly,
so it's part of that.
they'll write essays, they'll do art,
Oh.
patriotic themed art,
Yeah, no.
and we'll judge it on that week.
No, no, the only reason I say with schools, because the kids will be
Man's
out.
sitting here.
In June, they finish,
Oh, no, it's gonna be, it's just that we're gonna do it through the school so the word gets out.
Oh, gotcha, okay,
I
yeah.
don't know if he was here for any particular reason other than.
Okay,
Alright.
now, does Manny?
This sounds fabulous, Joe, great
You
job.
enjoying all this?
Just in case something comes up, I'll be.
Oh, well.
Are you gonna have
Appreciate you. Have we got anything that we think should be for Manny? I don't mean to make you, I thought maybe there was something that I just realized.
Well, I'm finished in a moment.
He's not gonna be in the executive session.
No, but
Give me one
is there
more.
one that relates to?
Thank you, Manny.
Take care.
Thanks, Manny.
To be continued, thank you.
All right, well,
Somebody said they wanted an executive session.
Who said that?
Well, welcome, Manny.
thank you, Manny, appreciate it.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Who wants?
Let me finish, wait.
He wants so badly to leave with you.
No, I don't. No,
Let me finish.
It's not sticking on my desk.
All right, let's go. He shows to finish up.
I'm waiting my.
Let Joe finish his spiel.
I'm very excited about it. As
This
you
was
can
an
see.
hour ago, yeah, but no executive session.
All right.
My word.
All right, Joe, Saturday,
Still
Okay.
here.
Saturday afternoon decoration.
Okay, Joe has one.
On Friday.
Friday afternoon, we're having the Swing Time Big Band performing at 7 o'clock at the gazebo at Memorial Park. And then they finish at around 9. Then we're gonna have ceremonies with the mayor's remarks. We're gonna have the Pledge of Allegiance with the veterans. We're gonna have the national anthem sung by Nicole Stroud. What?
How late is this going?
It'll be 15 minutes.
The ceremony's 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, because
It's
you said
hello, welcome,
7 to
everybody.
9.
7 to 9, fireworks start at 9:15, yes.
7 to 9 p.m. That's
9:15 fireworks, between 9 and 9:15. We're gonna do Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, America the Beautiful, God Bless America. If I can think of anything else, we'll do another patriotic song,
Yeah.
and that will then lead into the fireworks.
And then we'll have music during the fireworks, patriotic music.
Patriotic music during the fireworks, that they're gonna play through the speakers that use the band.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say,
Wow,
the
that
band
is
is coming.
action.
Band's not playing.
No.
The music's gonna play. through
Plays
the
with the
speakers.
band, gotcha.
And then after the fireworks, that's when I collapse. And we're trying to figure out.
FIFA,
We can talk about that next.
that's that's July 5th.
What is?
When you're ready for that topic, let me know.
Well, it's
FIFA.
all in the same topic. It's July 2nd to the 5th, evening events planning.
July 4th, we have nothing.
Yes,
July 4th, we're.
Joe's asleep for.
I'm asleep. I might go to Orangetown. to
Yeah,
the,
we're all going
parade.
to
the
the
Sonic,
parade.
Fairgrounds.
Yeah,
There's something going on there.
And
then
then
the
Sunday,
go.
So, the FIFA project, this is a project which is funded by the county to the tune of $35,000 to $40,000. We're in discussions with Jenna Nazario, who kind of owns that money, about a program. Bill Batson is leading on the coordination of it through the chamber.
He did tell me about it.
He's got a number of other collaborators, Tyrone from Morris, Mark Megan, is amazing. A sort of special event consultant who does a lot of work around social dancing and salsa and kind of influencers and kind of things like that, public space events. And I'm gonna present this plan to you probably next meeting on the 7th.
Cool, that's.
Bill and I are going back and forth a lot on it and sort of looking at a lot of different details related to the basic idea. Jenna wants to spend her money on the 5th. Because that's the day that she has from FIFA for us. Clarkstown has the July 19th, which is the last match of the tournament.
Final.
And there's a couple others happening around the region that each have kind of an exclusive on a certain date of games.
So this one's 16 games.
Our idea from the beginning has been to engage the businesses as viewing venues as much as possible. There's a public space element to this, which is very important. There's going to be outdoor games for kids, there's going to be music and dancing and things like that. And all that's great. There'll be a month-long process of trying to drive the viewing venues to work with local teams to fill their seats with people who want to see the games socially instead of just sitting on the couch to watch the games. So that's the concept of the project. And it's coming together and we want to present it to you when it's a little more worked out. And then we got to go to Jenna, who's away right now, to get approval on the overall project.
Cool.
It's great.
It sounds interesting.
And
Jam packed weekend.
so Friday and Sunday, we have a lot. July 4th, we're saying, hey, everybody go to the Orange Town Parade.
Right, Sunday will be definitely a FIFA bonanza in Nyack, but that starts in June and it goes through mid-July.
But our day is the Sunday.
The day that we have funding for the outdoor stuff. So I think what's different about this and kind of exciting is it's a process of really engaging the businesses as viewing venues and having swag and giveaways and competitions and other ways of sort of driving business through their door.
Maybe we set up maybe the bars could be set up to be like, this bar is for this team, so.
That's one of the ideas.
Right, if you're
They
a fan of whoever is playing,
We
whatever.
need to kind of identify who their audience is and how they're gonna work with us to fill their seats.
So they fill, because people like to go see if they're gonna be with all people that they.
They're watch
Or
parties.
it's like
Yeah,
watch
watch
parties.
parties, yeah, essentially.
All right, good job.
So it's
Good job with that. You're doing a good job with that. And we have, we'll start getting refined as we get closer. Any questions about that?
No.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff happened that weekend. Don't go away. It's gonna be chock full.
Or that's what I was like, or.
July 4th, I think I'm gonna get my karaoke machine. And I'm gonna play like spa music in the park, just like little, like so people can just
No
relax.
German club music.
No German club, we're just relaxing. We're just gonna relax on Saturday in the park.
Everyone else's fireworks, Terrytown, Stops Ferries,
Um,
all those stuff.
yes, that's right. We talked about all the old business, right?
Yes.
All right, new business, we already covered. Communications, we've already talked about. Andre, we're gonna do it on the next thing. Public comment, anybody? Going once? Executive session,
Nada.
Waiving it.
waiting.
The issue is still pertinent,
So
but.
why don't we just have a quick discussion
Okay.
that
All right,
Well, very quick.
motion to go into executive session.
We have to shut that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're closing this off. We won't have any business after the, yeah, he's doing that. After the extra session, we are going to adjourn and there'll be